I'm Brian Carter here at Rabun County High School, and for our player interview for the Lady Cats, we bring in Beth Payne and Natalie Nix. Girls, thank you so much for being willing to step in front of the camera and talk a little basketball with me. I appreciate it. Mm-hmm. So Beth, we'll start with you. Both y'all are seniors, but what has it been like trying to enter your senior season? And you know, anyone that enters their senior season has a lot of excitement that surrounds that, but there's also, in the unprecedented times that we're in, just so much uncertainty. So how do you handle the excitement, but also the uncertainty of how the season's even going to go?
Well, we were really excited to start this year off because, you know, we have a lot of talent from the younger kids to the older kids, and we were just excited in general, but at the same time, we were really nervous because of the COVID precautions and everything, and I think we were nervous about everything from the games to the practices to, obviously, we just had our last 5 games get canceled, and that was, you know, not really good for us because we didn't get a lot of game conditioning and we didn't get a lot of practice in as well. But, you know, it's been exciting but nerve-wracking at the same time. But overall, we've had a really good start with a 4-0.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, our 4-0. And that was just great. So we've been excited but nervous at the same time. So it's been pretty good.
So Natalie, picking up off that, I mean, as Beth mentioned, I think 5 cancellations already this year, and a number of those came in a row where it was like, okay, we'll just pick up the next game, and then that game gets canceled. So how do you deal with, as a team and as seniors, how do you deal with those cancellations and making sure the team doesn't get too disappointed?
So our big thing this season was our first game against Stevens County. You could tell there was just like a fire and a spark in this team that just went off in the fourth quarter. And after that, like, we had just that big fire, and then after that, it was like we'd get ready to play a game, and then it just gets canceled. Yeah. And then you get ready to play the next game, and it was canceled. And so our big thing right now was just we didn't want to let that spark and that fire die out. Mm-hmm. So in practice, we're just trying to get after each other and just keep up, keep everyone motivated for the next game, because hopefully we'll be able to play the next game.
It'll get here at some point. You just don't always know when, right? So that's the challenge, is staying not just motivated, but also sharp too, I'm sure. But it sounds like you're preparing for any day to be your next game as it goes along. So Beth, you kind of mentioned this, but talk about the excitement too of the talent mix that exists on this team, because you got the 2 of you as senior leaders, and then you've got a pretty big junior class that's pretty talented. You got some sophomores that stand out and some younger girls as well stepping in the program, looking to make a name for themselves. So what is it like having so many talented pieces on the team?
I mean, we've just been like ecstatic this year because, like, from me and Nat being here for 4 years and having a lot of experience, going down to our junior class has been here for 5 years, or for 4 years, but they'll be for 5 years next year. And they have a lot of experience as well, and a lot of them played EOTO. I think Nat did too, so they have a lot of experience from past. And then when you look to our sophomores and our freshmen, I mean, they're so talented. Yeah. We have so much talent in every single class, and you just move up, and I mean, it's more and more experience, and they've all contributed so much to our team this year. And I think that, you know, just even the younger kids can contribute as much as the older kids, but we've really tried to be leaders for the team as well as the junior class, and we just all work really well together. And I think that from younger kids to older kids, it's all been, you know, just awesome.
And I think one part of that too, probably fair to say, is the chemistry that this program has, and the way the older players gel with the younger players. But what is the chemistry like, Natalie, on and off the court for this group when you have such a wide range of younger players and more veteran players? The
chemistry on the court is one of the best, I think, that this program's had, just because this is the group that's played together since we were in rec ball. This is the all-star team, this is the middle school team, but this is also like our travel team that like our parents put together and stuff, and I think that's what makes us mesh so well on the court. And off the court, we push each other in the classroom, and I think that also has a part to why we get after each other at practice and stuff. We really compete on and off the court, and I think that's what really brings us together.
Yeah, you can tell the relationships there when you all play. So you mentioned this as well, Beth. 4-0 start. You couldn't ask for anything better than that, regardless of how those wins come. But you know, again, you talk about the exciting win over Stevens County, which is a great group that knows how to shoot the ball pretty well. But 4-0 to start the season, how important is that for this team this year?
I think that's really set our goals and our ambitions, and it's just been like motivation for us because we were really nervous going into Stevens County because, like Natalie said, a lot of us have played together before, but with the COVID and not having our summer and not having everything, we were really nervous and we didn't know how that was going to go. And we went into Stevens County. We worked really hard for 4 or 5 weeks and we practiced for forever. And we worked really hard. I mean, we went over the plays day after day, and when we went in, we were ready and we did what needed to be done. And I think we've done that for every game, therefore, and it's just been really well. And seasons went really great.
So Natalie, what are the Beth kind of alluded to this, but goals and expectations? What are the things that when you did come together, the little time you got over the summer, where you said this is what we want to accomplish, not just as seniors but as a team this year?
So as a senior class, we always make goals at the beginning of every season, and this program has high expectations. So of course our goals are always like, we're getting a region championship this year and we're making a run for state. But this year it's been so different that we don't think about region, we're not thinking about state. Right now our goal is to have fun with every game because at this point it could be our last.
Wow, couldn't say any better. Well, girls, thank you so much. Congrats on a great start. I mean, you got a lot of work to do, and hopefully a lot more games to come, and maybe a lot of those unspoken goals come to fruition as well. But thank you so much.
Right, thank you.